Last season, Chelsea had a chance, let me call it that way, that we were playing in the Conference League. So the players that were maybe ranked low by the manager always had a chance to play in a low-profile competition. That's the Conference League. But this time, Chelsea are playing in the Champions League, meaning that a player who starts over the weekend, say Moses Caicedo as your defensive midfielder, would also want to start in the midweek in the Champions League. So how are Chelsea going to balance their game time for the players? If they couldn't keep players happy last season, we saw after 6 months in the January transfer window, most of the players wanted to leave. The likes of Nkunku, who were bagging goals in the Conference League, Yao Felix, Renato Vega, a couple of them were all linked with Mova, with the likes of Disasi. They all left, either on loan or some of them like the who is the Italian young midfielder, Cesare Casadei left, Kane Chukwumeka. So players were not happy playing in the Conference League. Now they won't be playing at all. You're having the Champions League. Cole Palmer as your 10. He also wants to start in the Premier League. And the problem is, if for instance you're leading a game 1-0, 2-1 with close margins, even at 3-1, a game might be 3-1, but you're seeing that your opponent is still threatening. You're not going to take off Cole Palmer when the game is 1-0, maybe 0-0 or 1-1 or 2-2. You're going to want to keep him on the pitch maybe until the very last minute, because in case the opposition can either take a lead before you or get an equalizer against you, these top players might have a chance to maybe do something magical and win you the game or get you a draw or a point. That's what that means. If the game is tight, they will have to stay on the pitch till late, meaning that they will play maybe 85 to 90 minutes over the weekend. You need them too in the midweek. So it's going to be a bit kind of crazy. We wait and see how the manager will want to manage, will go about that situation where you have Robert Sanchez starting over the weekend. If you're considering him as your number one, he should be the one starting in the Champions League. You have Reece James and Gusto. Fair enough, both of them are good. You can rotate in such a position, and maybe say if James started over the weekend, then we are giving Gusto a chance in the Champions League. If he doesn't do well, I'm taking him at halftime or 60 minutes. Then for Cucurella, he starts over the weekend. You have to start him. Maybe you're playing Barcelona in the Champions League. You have to give him. You can't bench him. So same thing with your defense. Of course, we are going to be tinkering a lot with our defense, given that there is no established partnership defense that you're saying Colwill, Fofana, or Fofana, Tozin, or Achempongo. Lots of defenders who all need to develop. So that's my query. You have Caicedo, you have Fofana, you have Enzo, you have Cole. In both of Premier League or Champions League, you need to start your best lineup, and it's going to be crazy how we manage the game time, how we keep all the players happy. The squad is insanely broad. Last season, we saw the manager claim he had a smaller group to work with of about 24. At the end of the day, they were unhappy. We are seeing it this season. The club took 28 players to the Club World Cup, but you can form a whole lineup out of the players that were not taken. Petrovic was not taken. Disasi, Fofana, Vega, Chilwell, Uguchuku, João Felix, Kane Chukwuemeka, you go for Raheem Sterling, Mudryk, of course, is suspended, and Fofanas, and then Broya. Lots of players were not taken, and that's not including the under 23s. So the way the manager is going to manage the game time of the players will be really a crucial part on making us successful next season. Otherwise, for now, all eyes are on the Club World Cup, where we are taking on Flamingo. We wait and see.